IDC recently published its MarketScape on the SaaS data protection landscape for 2026. If you're an IDC client, you'll want to read the whole report. Else, a few of the vendors within the report provide excerpts that summarize the overall MarketScape, IDC's view of that vendor, and this handy chart. The first thing you'll notice is that there's only 6 vendors shown, because one of the inclusion criteria is that the vendor protects 5 or more SaaS applications. That's really key when you think about quadrants or waves or other charts, because this suggests that most traditional data center vendors evidently don't protect 5 or more SaaS applications. In fact, notice that 3 of the predominant leaders in other analyst scorecards are here, and yet they're not yet in the leader portion. That's partially because the vendor highest in the chart boasts something like 90 different SaaS platforms that they protect. I am not endorsing any of these vendors, though I am a fan of a few. The takeaway is to recognize that if your data center protection solution is not on this chart, then I'm guessing they probably have a solution for Microsoft 365, maybe Google Workspace or Salesforce, and that might be all. So now ask yourself, how many SaaS applications are you running in your environment today? And then ask yourself, how are you backing them up? If your business relies on an application on-prem or in the cloud, you have to back up its data. If you rolled the clock back 15 years, you might find a chart like this one for protecting virtual machines. And most of the legacy solutions weren't on it. So most folks continued to run their legacy backup solution for their legacy workloads, and they brought in a VM-specific solution for the hypervisors. Over time, VMs became your primary form factor, and as such, what used to be your secondary or supplementary backup solution just for VMs became your primary backup because the core of your IT shifted from legacy platforms to modern VMs. I'll repeat that. A new backup solution or service is often introduced because it protects key workloads that the legacy solution doesn't. Maybe the shift happens because you like the UI better, or maybe because the production mix shifts away from legacy workloads to new ones. It happened network to Windows. It happened physical to virtual. Why not from data centers to clouds? Fast forward to today. It's probably worth looking at this list and considering if you have SaaS applications that are not backed up by your existing solution. If so, you might consider complementing your existing backup architecture with something that is more broadly SaaS capable. Just don't be surprised if 5 years from now, if SaaS is the majority of your production workloads, then that secondary SaaS backup solution or service might end up being your primary solution in the future. Leave your thoughts below.